Recognition is not just about celebrating successes. It's about acknowledging values, drive, and impact. Dean, Ira, and Len embody these traits, contributing to the growth and betterment of Philadelphia.
Ira, Dean, and Lenny are successful business leaders, and we could leave it at that, and we would still be honoring them today for their great business accomplishments. But I think because of their Jewish heritage and their sense of community and justice and really caring for people in need, that does set them apart as business leaders in our community.
This is such a wonderful and well-deserved honor for Ira, Dean, and Lenny, not just because they represent everything that's great about Philadelphia real estate, but they really represent everything that's wonderful about being an amazing community citizen. How they represent themselves in Philadelphia. They set a wonderful example for so many people. They're generous, they're hardworking, they represent really all that's great in our community, and such a well-deserved and wonderful honor for them.
Ira, Dean, and Lenny are three of the most talented professionals in the real estate and deal-making business. But as a team, they are nothing less than exceptional. The real estate deals that they have done, both locally and nationally, are shaping our city and cities across our nation.
These guys are city builders. You know, when you take a look at the body of work that they've accomplished together at Lubert Adler, it's sort of stunning. I get to look at the Aramark, building every day and go to the Fittler Club. I'm so excited about the renovation of the Bellevue, and then the explosion of all the residential units that are being developed on the western side of Center City is just incredible, and they're behind all of that.
I think they're innovators. They've done and created things that people follow. They say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. People imitate these guys because they're so good at what they do, and they're so creative and innovative in what they've done and what they've accomplished.
The three honorees today can be described as mensches. I mean, anyone who knows them can honestly say what a caring and amazing person that they are. Ira makes life better for so many people and organizations throughout the Philadelphia community and way beyond.
I think you can learn a lot about a person by looking at their family. And one of the things I really admire about Lenny is the manner in which he's been a husband and a father. It's really easy to look at him and look at his children and go, man, that guy's done a great job.
When I think back, about Dean and his legacy, again, I think it's going to be a lot about how he gives back to people and his mentorship.
One of the things that they do exceptionally well is invest in people.
I've been very fortunate to work with the three honorees for the past 6.5 years at Lubert Adler, and it's truly been a privilege getting to work for the best, the brightest, and most successful businessmen in Philadelphia, who also happen to be amazing philanthropic leaders in our community.
Down the road, I hope that people look back and say that, these three guys, gave their professional time to help mentor next generation of professionals and developers, gave of their capital to help invest and give back to people in need. And most importantly, we're just here to support in any way they could to make our community in Philadelphia, particularly the Jewish community, a better place.
I think JFRE is a great example of their involvement. All three have been great contributors throughout our history and stepped up at many different times when they were needed to, or when they weren't asked to but just volunteered, whether to give or to contribute in other ways, to bring in speakers, to just give us that extra kick and support that we needed. To really drive JFRE forward and really make JFRE successful for all these years.
I just want to thank Dean, Ira, and Lenny and welcome them to our JFRE Hall of Fame, and just can't thank them enough for their contributions, both personally, professionally, philanthropically to our community. It's an honor to acknowledge legends such as Dean, Ira, and Lenny. So thank you so much for everything you've done for our community.
I think what makes each of them special is the time that they commit, not just to their businesses, but to their community, to charities, to young people. They mentor people along the way, and they really give of their time and their resources and their energy to make all of us better.
Philadelphia's story is that of the birthplace of democracy. It's also a story of innovation, entrepreneurship, and unprecedented growth. Much of what we see in our modern landscape is due to the ingenuity and generosity of Dean, Ira, and Lenny. And like any solid and lasting building, communities rely on a strong foundation. These three outstanding leaders have provided us with this and more. We are forever grateful to everything that they've done to enable us to care for the needs of the Jewish community and work to build a more vibrant Jewish future.
So all three of these honorees, who I've known for decades, have really cemented their legacy as not just the greatest Philadelphia real estate entrepreneurs in this market and real estate financiers, but also, equally importantly, leaders in philanthropy, and specifically Jewish philanthropy, in a way that we haven't seen in generations. And I just hope that our next generation can rise to that challenge.
You can't have a better friend or a better partner. And the three of them, which are so totally different, have had not only commitment to their friends, their partners, their families, but the city. And without them, the city wouldn't be where it is today.
I believe that currently and in the future, people will speak of these men as Philadelphians on a par with some of the great Philadelphia developers. They saw beyond the horizon, individuals who helped transform the landscape of Philadelphia's real estate and business community. As importantly, they've helped transform Philadelphia through their philanthropic work, which has and continues to generously help many individuals in need.